10 steps for a profitable crypto leverage trade. That is what we're going to talk about today. I've got a lot of DMs, people asking me, Fefe, how do I trade leverage? How do I go long? How do I go short? If I'm already in a position, what is my stop loss? I lost my whole account on one trade. What is isolated margin? What is cross margin? That is what I'm going to cover in this live show on Banter. Fam, I'm very happy to be here live. It's not usual that I'm live on Banter on the weekend, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen, and that's what I'm gonna do going forward as well. If you are new to the channel, what you wanna do is obliterate that subscribe button because we bring you the best alpha in the industry. And if you're returning, please smash the like button. That shows us love and eventually turns into showing more love for you as well. Now, with every show I do, you will have a Q&A session at the second half of the show, so it's definitely worth sticking around. And I don't know if I can do that, so I didn't check with Ben, but I'm pretty confident that it is allowed. So I'm gonna do a sneaky little giveaway as well. It's gonna be a $100 giveaway, $20 each for 5 people, but we gotta hit a milestone. So stay tuned throughout the video. Let's get into it. Before I go any further, nothing in this show is financial advice. It's all for information purposes and mostly entertainment purposes only. The reason why I say that is because leverage trading in and of itself is extremely risky if you don't know what you're doing. So you want to make sure that you know what you're doing, and the best way to do that is to learn. And this is why I know it's a little bit of a boring topic. We're going to talk about risk management. We're going to talk about, I know that we can go 50x leverage to the moon and it's fun, but when you lose your whole account, it's not that fun. So I want to give you the tools. I want to help you, but nothing here is financial advice. You should always do your own due diligence. Number 1 of the 10 steps is understanding leverage. Now, it might sound pretty simple because if you want to do leverage trading, then you have to understand leverage, but it's much more complicated than people think. I mean, understanding it. Because leverage trading, opposite to spot trading, is you basically magnify your return, your profits and your losses by borrowing money from, for example, an exchange. So I actually made a complete video on this. I'm going to show you here. We have it included in the description. If not, then we are going to have it added as a card, but it's on Banter. It says become a crypto leverage trading pro within 30 minutes. You can find it under the shows if you type my name on the channel. This outlines everything about leverage, like what is leverage, how to use it, how it actually works in the back end, what is isolated, what is cross. We're going to talk a little bit about all that here. But I'm gonna structure this show much more as a step-by-step for you to be actually able to take a profitable leverage trade. But if you wanna know more about this, I have a 36-minute show on Banter. Check that out. Other than that, as I said, it's very important for you to understand what leverage is. And when you use leverage, you can play with much more money than what you actually have. So let's say you have $1,000, but you want to take a $20,000 position in Bitcoin, right? The only way for you to do that is to borrow money for you to buy Bitcoin with that money. And then if you make any profits, you repay your loan and keep the difference. So if I take a 10x leverage long position, that means that I make from my $1,000, I make $10,000, basically borrowing $9,000 from the exchange. Everything happens with a click of a button. But by using leverage, you essentially borrow money from an exchange, right? And when you borrow money from an exchange, there are certain risks to be aware of. For example, and obviously if you're borrowing 10x the money, your profits and losses are 10x as well. So if the chart moves 1%, you're losing 10% of your position, of your account. And if the trade goes against you 1% or it goes to your favor 1%, you make 10% of your account. So if you take a 10x leverage position, you make 10x the profits and you take 10x the losses as well. Now, everything works in the back end, so you don't have to do anything with this. You just set the leverage that you want to use, and by setting it, you're able to instantly start trading. What are the risks? Well, first of all, the exchange will never borrow you money if they are not sure that you're going to be able to pay back. So what they do is that they say, okay, no problem. You want to go 10x leverage? Absolutely fine. I'm going to give you the money, but you have to cover the entire risk yourself. And that means if you take a 10x leverage long position, for example, if the chart moves against you 10%, That's 100% of your position and you get liquidated. So the reason why a lot of people screw up on leverage and the reason why a lot of people actually lose money trading leverage is because they don't understand the implications of taking a leverage position. Let me give you a very good example here. If you are tuning in, I see a lot of people tuning in, guys, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, please smash the like button. We've got 300 likes. I'm gonna do a giveaway very, very soon, so stay tuned. But please, it shows me love, eventually shows you love, guys, so please smash the like button. Now that said, if you want to use leverage, you borrow these funds, and they say you have to cover the entire risk. And the way to do that is that if the chart moves against you 10%, you lost 100%, and that's what we call a liquidation event. They force close your position, and they said we lended you $9,000, you lost $1,000, we don't allow you to play anymore with our money, give us back our 9K, you lost everything, even though the chart did not go down 100%. On the other hand, if you invest in spot, you actually hold the tokens. So in that case, you can't really lose all your capital. Bitcoin maybe go down 10%, but you will always get your money back because you just wait for the price to go up. That's the major difference. The other major difference is that you are able to long and short on leverage. Because you are borrowing funds, you can borrow funds to then sell on the market, essentially. So what you can do is that by shorting, that means you're selling an asset. And if you short on leverage, you're selling much more of an asset that you don't own. So it goes both ways as well. Also, guys, I'm monitoring the chat. We're gonna have a Q&A session, so let me know if this makes sense. I'm gonna give you every answer to your questions. And also, I just wanna see it pop in, and I just want you to really take value out of this show. So let me know if that works. Now, the second, once you understand what leverage is, you gotta choose the right exchange. Here's why it's important. It's important because if you choose an exchange that has no liquidity, that trades against their own people because they don't charge any fees or whatever that is, it doesn't matter how good of a chartist you are or how good of a trader you are, you will consistently lose money. Now, I'm not gonna shill you all the exchanges. I believe there is one reason why I'm gonna shill 2 exchanges is because of the GUMMY airdrop. But I personally, if you go on to, I'm gonna show you what exchanges we do. If you go down onto the description of this show, there is a Bybit link and a Blowfin link. I love Blowfin. I'm going to show you how Blowfin works, actually. That's what I'm going to work with here as well. But if you scroll down here, you will see I have a Bybit link here and I have a Blowfin link. The reason why it's good, number one, we obviously partnered with these platforms. We vetted them. We know that they don't trade against their people. We know that they have a fair deal. We know that they have fair liquidity, not extreme slippage and whatnot. So it's actually worth using these platforms. But also, there is one more reason why you want to try out these platforms today, and that's the GUMMY airdrop. So we do have the GUMMY airdrop coming up, and you have 3 more days to sign up to these platforms, deposit $100, and actually participate in the GUMMY airdrop. If you sign up to Bybit, I made a show on this last week, I believe. If you sign up to Bybit today, I don't guarantee you, but the likelihood of you getting $100 worth of airdrop is extremely high. It's literally no work. You sign up, you deposit $100, and you basically get the GUMMY airdrop. That's what it is. Very important. You have to sign up with our link. And if you don't know how this whole thing works, there is a thread that I wrote. Also, it's down in the description. It says Fefe's $1,000 plus GUMMY airdrop thread. You go down here and you cool picture of friend. You go down here and you will see participate in the GUMMY trading competition and share this 1.5 million USD worth of GUMMY allocation for Bybit signups. Okay, so check that out and do that. But it's very important. Choose an exchange that you actually trust. Choose an exchange that either is these platforms or whatever you want to do. Choose that. Make sure that you don't pay a lot of fees. Make sure that you trust the platform so your funds are safu. And make sure that you don't get screwed over, you don't get traded against, the slippage is not high, and there is liquidity on the platform. Now, once you have that, the number 3 thing that you want to understand, step number 3, is you have to understand the goal of your account. What do you want to achieve with this account, and what risks are you willing to take? What do I mean by this? I mean, did you take your 401k and take the whole thing out and put it on this account and wanted to make $1 million from this? Or you just have $1,000 put aside and you just, you're ready to trade. You just, let's bring it in. I'd rather risk 10%, 15% of this on the trade because I don't mind to risk more, higher risk, high risk, high reward kind of game. So you have to understand for yourself before you start trading on the account, what kind of account is this? Is this, for me, is this a gamble account, which, okay, I'm fine risking more amount here? or it's kind of like my life savings, which you should, by the way, never ever put into crypto. But if it is your life savings, then you know, you don't want to go 20x, 30x, 50x leverage on any of these trades, and you want to make sure that you understand properly everything before you do anything. So this is crucial. Actually, a lot of times we overstep this step, but you have to consider, what am I going to use this account for? Am I going to use this for professional trading with very low risk, calculated trades? Or it's going to be like, I hear someone say this, or I just want to take a long before FOMC and whatnot. So you got to understand what kind of trader you want to be with this account. Now, number 4 is the crucial step, guys. And I know it's missing from the industry, and not a lot of people properly talk about this, but you have to have, and hold on to your chair, a well-defined trading strategy. Yes, that's right. I said it. You need to have a well-defined trading strategy, okay? Well-defined trading strategy means if I'm woken up in the night, I can tell you exactly what am I trading. I can tell you. If you wake me up in the night at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., which by the way doesn't happen because I don't sleep at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., but that doesn't matter. If you wake me up, I know exactly what my trading strategy is. I'm gonna get in on the 50% retrace. If I see a market structure shift, if liquidity builds up, I'm gonna wait for the retest to the bearish OB or the bullish OB and take a position. That's like, I know my deal, right? Whatever you trade, whether you trade RSIs or whether you trade, you know, proper trading, whatever you do, you have to make sure to understand and practice your strategy. Now, the strategy also stands from, when do I end? What am I looking for in the chart? What time frame am I trading? Am I a shrink trader? Am I an intraday trader? What am I doing? What time frame is my high time frame? Is it the 1 hour? Is it the 4 hour? Is it the daily? What is my entry trigger? When am I entering a trade? I'm entering a trade when a higher high is formed on a reversal. I'm entering a trade when I see whatever that is. You have to make sure, and it has to be, I think we don't talk about this enough, but it has to be crystal clear. Like, I can't emphasize this enough, but it has to be like crystal clear. What is your strategy? That includes, I'm not trading on the weekends, you know? I'm not, if you want me to do like a complete trading plan, just let me know in the comment section. I can do like a complete video on this, but it has to be crystal clear, okay? And then you have to wait for the perfect opportunity to show. You just have to wait. So what a lot of people lose money on is that they overtrade. They kind of have an idea of their trading strategy, right? And then they simply overtrade. So you say, okay, I'm gonna get in when it doesn't matter if the strategy is good or bad now. That's not my place to talk about it now. But what I wanna say is that if you have a strategy and the strategy says, I'm gonna get in when I see a higher high, let's say that, right? You start getting in because everybody else is getting in. You start getting in because Trump said something. You start taking trades, whatever. That's not professional trading. So you have to be patient and keep to your strategy. Now, there are 2 things I want to say here, guys. 2 things. And now I want you to drop everything and pay attention, because this can make you some money as well, okay? So here's the thing. Number 1, what I want you to do, smash and obliterate that like button, because I see we've got 401 legends watching here, and 162 likes. So please obliterate the like button. But there is one more thing I wanted to do here, and that is to show you that I do have a trading channel. So if this sounds good, everything I talk about, I do have a live trading show happening every single day. I'm part of the Banter fam, obviously. So this is a Banter channel. We do build this channel together, and I am doing proper live trading here every single day. There is a link in the description. You go down here and it says subscribe to Fefe's trading channel. We are about to cross 7,000 subscribers very soon with your help as well. So if this sounds good and you want to learn how to trade professionally and you want to see me live every single day, you can go onto my trading channel. There is a link in the description down here. It says Fefe's trading channel, and then you can click on there, and then you can come and join me live. I do giveaways, I do live trading, I do meme degenning. I'm gonna do a 24-hour meme trading marathon very soon, so it's definitely worth going there. And if you want some alpha on my X, you wanna follow me there as well. It's up here on the top. Follow Fefe on X. I do post some crazy stuff. For example, I post recaps from our trading shows. So this was Friday. Rune is one of the best trades, I think. We do have a great market structure. It comes back to a very fucking strong demand zone, very strong. Then it builds up a beautiful market structure shift. This low down here won't get taken, 5.4. If you look at it on the 4 hour, it comes back to the 50. If you look at it on the 15 minute, it has a liquidation down here. It has a Anyway, I say that market structure shift on the 5 minute up here. Then now it retested while leaving. So I give you like proper trades, and this is Friday, and we made about 200% on 20x long on Friday from the Friday show. So anyway, if this sounds good, there is a link in the description. I would appreciate if you followed. We gotta smash through 7,000 subs. If we do, I'm gonna do a giveaway live here. So that's what we're gonna do. We have like 22 people who has to, not even that, it's 12 people, and then we do a giveaway here. But that said, the next thing you wanna do is you wanna do proper chart analysis. And again, I know it sounds crazy, and you might be thinking, who the F is this guy telling me to do proper chart analysis? But I want you to take it a little bit more serious, because too many times I see people on their phone, they pull up TradingView and they're like, oh, I think this is a good trade, and then they get in like a 30x long and then they lose everything. So if you want to trade professionally, or if you just want to trade leverage, I think, but you really have a high stake, right, to play with, like it's a high risk environment, you want to make sure to analyze the charts properly. I'm begging you. And analyzing the charts properly means this. You have TradingView, right? And you don't do it on your phone while you're in your mother's basement. You don't walk the dog while you're trying to do an analysis. No, you actually focus on the chart and you say, this is my analysis. This is why I am going to take a trade. I have a trading strategy, remember that? And you say, I'm gonna take this trade because I saw my signal. So here, for example, this is a trade we took on Friday. I believe it was Friday. No, it was previously. I think this, anyway, yeah, that was Rune, sorry. This was Bitcoin, it was another day that we took this trade. We were up, what is it, 2.6%. Anyway, so this here was a clear signal for me. I say we come back on the 4-hour discount. It might be a little bit confusing, guys. I know I trade smart money concepts, which is a little bit different. But anyway, so you come back to the daily discount and we show a market structure shift, a higher high. Basically, if you follow the channel, 100x Club, you know what I'm talking about. And then it comes back 50 and I enter, right? That's just my strategy. And then I understand what I'm looking for. And you, whether you trade RSIs or trend lines or whatever you want to trade, you have to understand why you are getting into a trade and what will happen, what will invalidate your trade. Well, will you take your TP? What are you looking for you to change your mind? You have to always question yourself and be like, okay, so what do I have to see for me to change my mind in this trade? And when you think like that, you will make sure to analyze the chart properly, give yourself the doubts of, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? So for example, here I said, I even have it marked here. I said, if we close below on the 15 minute, below this low, 66,125, I think it's invalidated. Then I'm gonna get out of the position. But if we close above here, I believe that we are going and taking new all-time highs. So I have an idea of the chart, and that's what I want to give you here, the relevance of proper chart analysis. First of all, don't just walk the dog and try to do something on your phone. Give it some time. If you want to take trading professionally, you have to take it professionally. Set some alerts. Make sure that when the alerts hit, you wait for the right confirmation that you want to wait for. You have a trading plan. It's written down. You know what your confirmation for entry is. You want to wait for it, okay? And when you waited for it, you can get into the position and understand what the trajectory of the trade is. What is my invalidation? What is my TP level? What is my stop loss? What am I really looking for here, okay? Then, talking about risk, you know what? Let me just look back here. Let me just look back here because we might actually, I don't know if we crossed it, but if we crossed 7,000 subs on the 100, we did. So let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. What I want to do, guys, we do this every single day. On the, not every single day, but every single week, we do this on the 100x Club giveaway. It's gonna be kind of madness. So, but what you wanna do is you wanna start popping in your Solana addresses. That's what you wanna do here. Just get your Solana address ready. I'm gonna give you the next point. Get your Solana addresses ready and just pop it in here. I'm gonna literally just close my mind. I'm gonna choose someone, and then I'm just literally gonna send you, my cousin is sitting here, is running the show with me. He's literally gonna send you Solana right now, $20 worth of Solana. I'm gonna pick 5 people, okay? That said, I want to jump back in. I want to give you the next one. Get your Solana addresses in there. We're gonna do a $100 giveaway now. Then we have to talk about risk. We have to understand risk. You know what? I'm not gonna rush. Why are we rushing? Why are we rushing, guys? We can't rush. I need you to start popping your addresses in here. I need you to just really like pop your addresses in here. Oh, so my team is texting me. It's not working. It's not working. Okay, maybe is it like that? Can't paste Solana address. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. No probs, no probs, no problem, no problem. We're gonna figure this out, no problem. I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna say sol address. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say sol address, okay? And I'm gonna post it on my X account. So there's a link in the description. Here, follow Fefe on X. Come here, and you just post your sol addresses in here, okay? That's what we're gonna do. I'm not screwing around. I promise you a giveaway. I promise you a giveaway. You get a giveaway. This is what we have. So I just literally posted it. Go there and just pop your addresses in. Until then, I'm gonna proceed, and I'm gonna go on to the next point, and then we're gonna revert here. Go into my X, pop your sol addresses in here. Obviously, you have to follow me and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to 𝗙𝗪𝗏, subscribe to 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Plus, subscribe to the 𝗙𝗘𝗥 Club, and follow me next. Okay? Let's move on until we get you posted in here. Understanding risk and probabilities. Also, guys, I have to stop again. I have to stop again. I want you. Do you enjoy this show? Like, do you actually, or should we just stop this here? Like, I want to understand. Should we just stop this? Like, I don't see the chat popping. People saying like they enjoy this. I think I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just, you know. Let me just look at the chat here. Let me just look at the chat here. Needs to be an X. Yes, it works. Okay, it works. Mine worked. Okay. Yes. Let's please. Okay. YouTube won't allow addresses to be seen. Okay, great. It worked for me. Great. Best S show on YouTube. Dri, I appreciate you. That's what's up. Mine worked. Yes. Okay, great. Love your energy on live. Nitro Bunny, I love you back. Okay, great. Let me just go on top here. LFG. Okay, definitely. Come on. Big love to you as well. KGD. So much Frambo. Luis, I love you. Obviously, love this show. I love you back. This is just the beginning, guys. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea. We're just getting started. So don't you worry. I just needed to source some stuff, but I'm going to come to 𝗙𝗪𝗏 as well. I'm going to go to 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Plus. We're going to do crazy fucking shows. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Okay, let's go. I want to go on to my X profile. And I'm gonna refresh this here. I don't know how many of you commented, but we're gonna do a giveaway now. We have 112. Okay, here we go. By the way, guys, I wanna grab the opportunity and say, don't trust no one. Don't trust no one. There are so many scammers. If I write my name in here, up. This is the 𝗬𝗏. I promise you it was not intentional. Anyway, if I write my name in here, look at this. All these are scammers. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. You will have a lot of people scamming you here, okay? So please don't fall for it. Okay, I'm gonna do like this. I'm just gonna go this, and I'm gonna pick one random. This. 𝗙𝗲𝗄𝗏. You get it. You get it, bruv. You get the giveaway. I'm gonna pick my team now. You get the giveaway. We're gonna send you $20 worth of Solana now. And I'm jumping back in a second. I'm jumping back in here in a second. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, here we go. This one. 𝗙𝗪𝗏. Here we go. Okay, we did this. We're gonna do one more round. You know what we gotta do is that we gotta get to 300 likes. We have 430 people watching, 244 likes. We gotta get to 300 likes, guys, and then we're gonna do another giveaway. Okay, until then, I'm gonna proceed with the actual alpha. That makes sense, okay? So very important, understanding risk management and understanding probabilities. This is what also a lot of people miss. They miss to understand that trading is a game of probabilities. So that means that nobody, and let me tell you the secret, nobody knows what's gonna happen in the market. Nobody. I'm sorry to break it to you. But what we know is that we have an idea of what's gonna happen. We all come to the charts with our different methods and different ideas, and then we try to figure out what might happen in the future, but nobody really knows. And the reason why it's important to understand and accept is because when you accept uncertainty, when you accept that you don't know what's gonna happen, you will manage your risk much better, okay? So you have to understand that nobody really knows what will happen. You have to have a risk reward. You have to have a back-tested strategy, and you have to understand what that strategy yields you. So if you go on here and you say, okay, so my strategy is I'm just going to give you a very simple one. So my strategy, I'm going to give you actually what I'm trading. My strategy is we have a 4-hour chart here, and if it comes back 50%, that is what we call the discount level. Well, the algorithms get activated. Smart money and institutions usually get in on the discount area. When we get there, I'm going to look at the 15-minute chart and see a higher high. I'm not taking a position until I see a higher high on the 15-minute chart in the discount zone on the 4-hour chart. I know it's a little bit confusing, but that's why I said I have a channel. I teach you everything I know about trading. But when I see this signal show, when I see the signal, I have to understand what am I risking? Like, what is the probability of this trade playing out? And the way to do that is to literally just go back on the chart. When you have your strategy, go back on your chart and backtest that strategy. It's that simple. How many times did it happen? For example, here, look at this. How many times did it happen that I had a chart, it pulled back 50% here, it showed a market structure shift, which you see down here. Again, don't worry about the details now. You see a market structure shift, and when I took a position, I could take out a 1-to-1 risk-reward trade. How many times did that happen? And then I just go back and I have a hit rate. I have an understanding of, okay, out of 100 times, 72 times I could actually do a 1-to-1 trade. 32 times I could do a 1-to-2 trade, meaning I risk 1 unit and I gain 2 units. You see the risk-reward here as well. So 1-to-1 means risk-reward ratio 1 means if you lose 1, you lose 1 unit, and if you gain 1, you gain 1 unit. 1-to-2, on the other hand, or 2 risk-reward ratio with 2, that means for every loss, for 1 loss, you make 2 wins. Basically, you lost 1 unit, you win 2 units. Anyway, it's a little bit more complicated and time-consuming. But what you have to know is you have to consider your risk-reward. You have to go and backtest your strategy. And once you backtested your strategy, you have to accept the probability of a trade outcome. And once you do, the reason why it's super important is because if I know that I have a hit rate of 50%, which is absolutely normal, like I get it wrong 50% of the time or 60% of the time, right? If you don't follow proper risk management, what will happen is that on the first trade, you go in with your whole account, 50x leverage, and you lose everything. But if you follow proper risk management and you know that on 10 trades, usually you use 40 trades, and you have to have enough ammo to last that 40 trades, to be able to actually do that again, to be able to outlast the stop losses, you should be fine. And that leads us to step number 7, which is position sizing, okay? This is something I want you, like if you, I know that you've been paying attention. I saw good Gory, I love your profile picture. I love it, this is so cool. I love it. Anyway, so position sizing, and this is also something, guys, I want you to focus. Seriously, come on. I know it's Sunday, I know we're hangover, but I want you to focus. So here's the thing. If you have a trade that you just go in and you don't do any position sizing and risk management, you're gonna blow, the likelihood of you blowing your account is pretty high. So what you want to do, you want to position size based on the risk management and risk reward and hit rate that you have. And hold on to your pants. I know it's gonna be heavy, but I have to talk a little bit about it. I have a whole video, as I said, I have a whole video here, become a crypto leverage trading pro. I'm gonna have the card put up, and probably it's gonna be in the description as well, hopefully. And when it's there, not in this description, but this show's description. Anyway, when it's there, check that out. I explain in detail this thing, okay? And it's crucial. If you wanna become a profitable trader, you have to know this. But other than that, what you wanna do is you want to understand your risk on the chart, okay? So let's say don't worry about all the, like it's gonna be pre-made and where, and I would never enter there and all that. It doesn't matter. Let's assume that I want to take a position here because my strategy says that I want to take a position here, okay? Or but I want to do 1% loss, so it just makes sense. Let's say I want to do a position here, okay? So if my stop loss says this is the trade, this is like what I'm taking. I'm taking this trade, okay? And I say I want to take a position here. And my system, again, trading plan says that my stop loss should be down here. So I put my stop loss down here, okay? I look at it and it says 1% stop on the chart. Cool. So now we understand if I would take my entire account without leverage and put it in this trade, if I get stopped out, I would lose 1% of my total account. That makes sense, okay? Now here's when leverage comes in, because what happens if I take a 10x leverage with my whole account? Well, if I don't take any leverage and I go in with my whole account, I lose 1%. If I take my whole account and put it on 10x leverage, meaning I 10x the capital of my purchasing power, that means that I will lose 10% if I get stopped. Same thing if I go in with 50x, same as if I go 100x, okay? So if I go in with 100x leverage, my whole account, then if I get stopped, I lose my entire trading account, okay? So, and here is when it gets real math, okay? And bear with me, I know it's a little bit advanced, but bear with me here. So when you think about, what if I take, now I only want to lose 5% of my account, okay? I only want to lose 5% of my account. So if I take a 10x leverage trade, with my whole account, I lose 10%. What do? Well, I take a 10x leverage trade with 50% of my account. Therefore, my loss will be 5% of my total trading account, right? But I'm going further. I can take a 20x leverage trade and I can take it with a quarter of my account and still risk 5%. So you can mix the numbers around. Again, everything is outlined in my leverage, specifically designed to explain you this. It's in here, it's on Banter, become a crypto leverage trading pro within 30 minutes. It's like literally everything I just explained. If you want to become a profitable trader and professional trader, you have to understand this. There's no going around this. You have to understand it. It's difficult, I know. I talk about this on the 100x Club at all times. You got to go and follow my channel as well. Down in the description, Fefe's trading channel. I do trading every single day, live trading. We do pull trades, like as I posted previously. This is within 3 days. I gave this on live, so you definitely gotta check that out. But that said, once you understand all this, you wanna make sure that your strategy works, you have a hit rate, and you size your position according to your stop loss. So you don't just take what leverage you take. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. What matters is what's your risk. Because I can take a 100x leverage trade with 1% of my total trading account and still only lose 1%. So it doesn't matter what the leverage is. Leverage is a tool. What matters is what's your stop loss. That's what matters. And how much you risk on a trade. That's what matters. Leverage doesn't really matter. Okay, I hope this makes sense, guys. If it does, please smash and obliterate the like button. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, because we bring you the best alpha ever. I'm serious. I'm actually watching you. Like I'm literally watching you, not subscribing, so gotta do it. Okay, all that aside, let's talk about entering a leverage trade, isolated, cross margin, market or limit order, market structure, TP, SL, everything like that. Okay, so let me bring up the exchange that I use all the time. It's Blowfin. I love Blowfin. Non-KYC, non-custodial, meaning they don't keep your funds, available anywhere in the world, United States included. If you go down in the description here, you can see the link here. Blowfin, no KYC, 300 plus trading pads. I know the team as well. We chat to the team continuously. It's very good. The good part is, if you sign up to Blowfin in the next 3 days and deposit $100, you are going to be qualified for the GUMMY airdrop. I would definitely do that. Wouldn't miss it. It's non-KYC, takes you no time. Anyway, that's what I would do, okay? I'm just here trying to help you make money, okay? So once you are on Blowfin, here are the things you have to understand. Opa, subscribe. Subscribe button is like giving us like craziness here. So entering a leverage trade. Number one you have to understand is whether you are using isolated margin or cross margin, okay? Isolated margin means, you can choose it here, isolated or cross margin. First of all, when you trade, you go into futures, okay? So you go into futures, or leverage trading or stuff like that, but usually it's called futures. You go here and you trade futures, which is not the proper futures that the futures trading market is, but it doesn't really matter. Let's not go into details here. Then you choose cross margin or leverage, or cross margin or isolated margin. Cross margin or, I thought there was an approval again. My Bitcoin.com news saying SEC approves spot ETFs. They are a bit late, a little bit late, so. Okay. So, cross margin or isolated margin. Number one is cross margin means that, let's say you see here I have $13,000 on this account now. You see? So, but I only have, in this trade, I only have $1,000, right? $1,000. So cross margin means that I will, someone is saying dark. Okay, dark. Okay, I put it in. 𝗙𝗪𝗓, okay, I put it up. Chill. Okay. I just realized that you actually don't even see my position. Let me just move myself a little bit. You will see it down here where I'm sitting. You will see, I'm putting okay, I can move myself. So it shows your position down there. It's good to know that you don't see it. Okay, so what you want to know is, again, cross margin or isolated margin. Cross margin means that you're risking your entire account on a trade, okay? So it doesn't matter if your position or the money that you use, your margin, the money that you use, your own money, is $1,000. If the trade goes against you, it will take more than you put in the trade. So in this case, I used $1,000, but I have 13,000 in an account, 14,000 in an account. So I'm actually risking the whole $14,000 on the account. On the other hand, if you go isolated, that means that the amount, I can't swap now because I'm already doing a cross trade here, but you can't swap in between trades. So you have to close a trade and then you have to get back in again. But when you're isolated, what it means is that when you put in how much you want to buy for, let's say I put in 50% of my account, I will see here the cost, which would be like 1,000. This is what it allows me to add. So anyway, the cost is what I'm risking. That's all I'm risking. I'm not risking more than $1,000. No matter if it goes completely against me, no matter if it nukes, no matter what. It's just that's what you are risking. That's the biggest difference. Cross margin means you're risking your whole account. Isolated margin means you're risking all the money in a trade. Now, why would you use isolated or cross margin, right? Cross margin is good if you're in the bull market, in my opinion. If you know what you're doing, cross margin is great because you have a much bigger leeway. You can add to the position, average down on a position. You can play much more around it. It averages out to several different positions. If one of your positions is flying and the other one is not that much flying or a little bit down, you are at break even on the account. You don't have closed liquidations and whatever. On isolated, on the other hand, it's just there is a margin call. So it means that if you put a trade in, that trade is kind of fixed. You can add to the position and then you're down, but it's never going to be as easy as to do it with cross. Isolated is very good. I traded only isolated in the bear market, and the reason is because it was not many news and this and that. You knew that we have a couple of months down, and that's you could just easily trade that. Because if my stop loss gets hit, it's an invalidation, and I don't want to lose more than what I have planned, right? But cross margin is much more risky. Isolated margin, you know that even if we have a black swan event, I'm not gonna lose more than what I put into the trade. That's the good part of it, right? Then you want to pick your leverage. Now, we talked about this. We talked about this previously, but you don't just pick a leverage. You don't just say, I'm gonna go 20x today. No, you actually look at the chart and you say, what is my risk reward here? Where am I gonna put my stop loss? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put my stop loss here. Okay, cool. What if I'm gonna how much percent am I willing to risk on this trade? Well, I'm willing to put a risk, for example, 40%. Okay, if I'm willing to risk 40% of the money that I put in this case $1,000, I'm willing to risk $400 on a $15,000 account. That means I can go in with a 20x leverage. That's just what it means. So I picked that. But if I would have, now I have 2% stop loss on the chart. If I say, okay, but I need to risk no more than 10%, what I would have done, I would have gone in with a 10x leverage. You know what I mean? So you make sure that you adjust your leverage according to your stop loss. This is also crucial that not a lot of people tell you, but it's essential. Like it's just, you can't do proper trading without it, okay? Then once that's done, cross margin, limit order and market order. Okay, so you want to make sure to have either a limit or a market order. A lot of times what I do is that I have a set idea, and I say, if this chart comes back 50%, I want to take a position on this OB. For example, I'm just giving you an example here. I have no idea what happened here, but I'm going to put a limit order in here. And once it gets hit, I'm going to get into, I don't know what's going to happen here. I didn't even think of calculating this, but anyway, so I'm going to go like this. And now I'm in a position, you know, now it got bought, like, and I put my stop loss in and whatever. So it's like done. That's what a limit order is. A market order is, I go into the chart and I say, oh wow, look, I missed my entry because my entry was here, whatever. I should have entered here. But I missed it, or I just do a very low time frame trading, like 1 minute or whatever. And I want to get in now. Then I just say, I don't care. I don't want to put in the price. I don't want to select where I want to buy. I just buy it. Buy the best price possible and just get into a trade. That's the difference between the two. So when you come here, you are able to pick market, and that means I just have to put the amount that I want to buy, either amount of Rune, either amount of USDT, and then so I can also say like, let's get in like with $1,000, right? So I can put here 20% of my put in 20% of my capital, put in 50% of my capital, whatever that is. But you can also pick limit order, and when you click on limit, it will give you the price. Where do you want to get in? Now, an easy way to do that is you can just click, right? You can just click here, and then you see it edits the price there, but there is not much reasoning other than it's a little bit cheaper than to do market orders. Or you can actually put in an order. So I say, okay, let's say I want to get in here, and this is my entry, and then I want to get in at 5.887 because I analyzed here, right? So I want to get in 5.887. Let's say I want to put in whatever, 20% here, and then I go 5.887, right? I put it in here, and then I go put in whatever. I just put something in there, and then I have a decision to make, and this is also the important part, right? I can already set my stop loss. So I can say, okay, if I'm an limit order, this is my stop loss down here, 5.394. Then I can just click on this little bottom here, and I can say 5.394. Let's say the TP is up there at like 6.8. Let's say 6.8. Again, obviously, guys, don't follow this. It's just literally for demonstration purposes. I don't know if this would be a great entry. I didn't analyze the chart that way. And then I just go buy long. Then it will ask me, are you sure you want to do this? 20x leverage, this price entry, this price TP, this price stop loss. Yes, I do, okay? And then it will show up here, you see? So it shows up here, and it shows my entry. So if price gets here, it will get executed. That's a limit order, okay? And then I can just cancel anytime. I cancel it out, and it's simply canceled. No hard feelings there. And market order, as I said, is simple. You just pull it, you just enter, and it literally just gets you into a position. And that's basically what it does, okay? TP and stop loss, we talked about it, isolated, talked about cross margin, talked about it, trade management and monitoring trades. Should we do another giveaway? And we see 512 people. I think we should do another giveaway. I think, come on guys. If we can pump the 100x club to 7,100, I'm gonna do another giveaway, okay? And we need to have 400 likes, 400 likes. So we have 366 likes here, and we need to help the trading channel pump. There is a link in the description. You can find it here. This is why I teach you how to trade every single day. So if we get 400 likes, how much? Should we give away like $80? Let's go with $80. Let's go with $80. So we're going to do like 4 times 20 if we get there, okay? That said, I want to get to the next topic, which is going to be trade management. And we don't trailing. Someone is smart here. You are reading my mind, brother. You're reading my mind. So it's very, and then we're going to do a Q&A, so stay tuned because we're going to, and we don't have a lot of time, so I have to hurry here. But anyway, very important that you need to have trade management. And that means I have to monitor the chart. If I go onto so how I monitor a trade, I say, I'm going to look for liquidity to build up. I'm going to look for higher highs and higher lows. If I have a market structure, again, it's my strategy. But you can trade whatever you trade. This is what I explained in the beginning. You have to have a trading strategy. And I'm going to say, okay, so for me, liquidity here is building up. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to retest this on Monday. I'm pretty confident we're going to come down at least 50%, and then call me on that if it's not. But I'm pretty confident we built up liquidity. The high is either set, or we're going to wick through here and then retrace 50. Going to come down 68,000-ish and then move on. That's my prediction. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know. But if this happens, I want to get into a position, right? And then what happens, let's say I get into a position like here, I got into this long position here, right? So what I do is that I monitor the chart and I say, okay, I need to see a structure. So I have a low here, I have a high here, I have a low here, and I have a high here. So what am I expecting? A high or low? Okay, so even though that we're gonna come lower here, it doesn't matter. People will say, oh, this is a very strong support zone and we break below and then I have to sell. No, because I know that I'm expecting a higher low, and that's absolutely fine. And I monitor the trade. I manage my trade. I don't just put it in and leave it there. It's like a dog. You have to take care of your trade. You can't just put it in and go party and then look at it next morning and be like, oh, I got liquidated. You have to monitor your trade. And also, like for example, for me, this is a clear validation down here, 66,876.75, because we did have a pullback here and we did have a push from there. So if we close below here, I will close my position because I think we are going lower. Until then, this is just all liquidity built up for a potential retest, and that's basically what it is. You know, so there is nothing to worry. What I'm trying to do here and what I'm trying to make you understand is that you have to always monitor your trade. You have to have a proper step-by-step in your head saying, how am I going to monitor my trade? When am I going to get out? And when the market changes, because the market will change and news will come and the chart will nuke and the chart will pump and liquidity will build up and whatever that might happen, you need to understand when you're going to get out of a position, when you're going to add to the position, when you're going to take TP, when you're going to, you know, you have to understand all this. And then last but not least, I just wanted to say that we'll reach the 400 likes, which is awesome, but we're still 70 subscribers short on the 100x level. We're gonna do it in a second. We're gonna do the giveaway anyway. We're gonna do it because you guys are awesome. We have 400 people liking, 500 watching. We're gonna do the giveaway either way. Don't worry about it. And the 10th step, final step is, and drum roll please, journal. I know. You wanna turn off the video and you're like, fuck this, but please, journal. Guys, I want you to have a light bulb moment here, and serious. Like, everything I talked about is great, but the moment I understood how to trade properly, how to trade profitably, was the moment I started analyzing my trade. Now, whether you are doing a journal, or whether you are just trying to analyze a pattern, you have to monitor your trades. Here's why, and this is my example. So I knew how to trade, like it's just done. Like I understand the chart, I know where the chart is going, yet I wasn't making money. How is that possible? It's a mental game. And when I start analyzing what am I screwing up, I say, okay, so I take profits early and I always add to a losing position. And then when you do that 10 times and you note it down, okay, so what did I do in this trade? I took profits early. That's you note it down. Okay, I added to a losing position until I was way over leveraged and whatever, and I lost everything. And you look at your journal, or you look at your paper, you look at your analysis on your behavior, and you say, okay, well, I mean, 8 out of 10 times I took profits early, and 7 out of 10 times I let my losers go. I mean, I added to my losers. Well, there is a clear problem there. Why am I taking profits too early? And this was me, you know, like I'm telling you my experience. I'm taking profits too early. Why? Why? You have to ask yourself why. And then you have to get brutally honest with yourself. And okay, so I'm taking profits too early because I don't want to lose. Okay, why don't you want to lose? Because this money that I'm trading with is important to me. Okay, so are you over leveraged? Yes. Could you take a smaller position? Yes. Why don't you take a smaller position? Because I want to make money fast. That already there is a realization that you wouldn't have had if you didn't journal. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that you have to take back the money from the account and play with money that you can truly afford to lose, because that takes the pressure off of you. Or find a job that can get you money, and then you don't have to stress about making money from trading. But the important part, everybody says journal, but people don't really tell you why to journal. And if you're missing the why, what do you live for? Yeah. So it's very important to understand that the reason why journaling is important because you analyze your own behavior. And when you analyze your own behavior, you find patterns that block you and limit you from becoming a professional trader, right? So that's why journaling is super important, and that's why you should analyze every single trade you take. That said, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the end of the show. Now we're gonna do a Q&A, so get your questions ready. I'm gonna read through all the comments here. We're gonna do a giveaway now, so I'm gonna go back. If you haven't been here, we need to push this to 7,100. There is a link in the description. This is the trading channel where I bring you trading alpha every single day through a live show. I don't have an opportunity to come on Banter every single day, but I do that here. It's here. Subscribe to Fefe's trading channel. If you come here, we will see this popping up. If we do another giveaway. Other than that, I told you that we're gonna do a massive giveaway not a massive, but we're gonna do a giveaway if we get to 400 likes, and we're at 427. So that's absolutely crazy. That's great. So let's go. I want to do 20 bucks goes to here. Mini Degen. Man, I love your name. Oh, I almost blocked you. Okay, here we go. Bam. You know what? Send her 25 or him. Mini Degen. I love it. Let's go one more. Here we go. Ilido Pinto. 𝗙𝗏𝗏. Oh, I have to show you something. Talking about 𝗙𝗏𝗏. We have to talk about 𝗙𝗏𝗏. Okay, $20. We do one more. If we can get the 100x Club to 7,100, I'm gonna do another giveaway. Okay, I wanna show you something before I leave, and then we really do a Q&A. I promise you we're gonna do a Q&A. But check this. My friend, my brother from another mother, is looking for the love of his life. Oh, by the way, guys, did you know the ticker is 𝗙𝗏𝗏? The ticker is 𝗙𝗏𝗏, just so we're clear. Okay, check this.
So much. It's really cute. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, I just left this date, and you know, am I asking for too much? You know, she's really cute, yoga teacher, super fit, passion around breathwork and all these things, but I don't know. I'm looking for a girl in crypto, Bitcoin, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, Bitcoin, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, 𝗙𝗏𝗏. I'm looking for a girl in crypto, Bitcoin, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, Bitcoin, Bitcoin.
So, ladies, what you gotta do, you gotta come onto the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 account, you gotta comment. You gotta comment here. We gotta find this man a wife or a girlfriend or a lady, you know, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, 𝗙𝗏𝗏, Bitcoin, all that. So please do that. We gotta do that. Other than that, guys, let's jump into the Q&A. Now here we have a little bit of interesting stuff that we do on the 100x Club. If you follow me there, you know that what we do. But the way it works is that we have a special setup for doing the Q&As. So that's what we're gonna do today as well, and it is this. So this is our setup for doing the Q&As. I'm gonna bring up comments, and then we can read them here together. So Luke in the house, man spread coin. I don't know what it is. Hey, yes. 20 is cool. Thanks, brother. You're very welcome. 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏. Very nice that you want it. I'm very happy. So if you guys have any questions, we're gonna do the Q&A now. We have another 5 minutes. Does leverage equal tighter liquidity levels? So leverage does not, like, liquidity is basically limit orders, right? So liquidity is limit orders, and limit orders mean that those are stop losses that are left there by people who put their stop losses there, and institutions hunt those stop losses. Leverage doesn't really equal to liquidations, although there are heat maps where you see where people place their orders, and then institutions hunt the high leverage traders, definitely. I keep getting wrecked because I keep reversing. I don't know what that means. Oh, you reverse the trade? That means you don't have a trading strategy. You have to have a proper trading strategy and follow on that trading strategy. With stop loss, you can go party, don't lie. No, you can't, you can, but it's a great one. Uptrend test, rest is voodoo. You know, gotta agree, you know. Like button obliterated. Pretty boy, I hope, you know, I hope. So that's great. Like the smash button. Dre is here in the house, always. Dre's been in there in 100 Club in the very beginning as well. What's the next entry for Rune? I'm not here to give you trades, guys. I'm not here to give you trades, so let's look at Rune. No, but I don't want to give you trades, but I think, you know what, just so you see who you're dealing with here. So what I believe is that this was the perfect entry here that we had. We're up decently on this trade. I do believe that we are building up liquidity. It's a little bit messy chart. That didn't plan to analyze any charts here, but we do build up liquidity here, and that means that this liquidity is going to get taken. We're probably going to come down to the 6.3 region, and there I want to see what we call the market structure shift, a higher high on the 5 or 15 minute, and then that would be the next level where I would add to my position. But yeah, we are yet to see. How many open trades at the same time? It really depends how many trades you can manage, right? It really depends on you. If you can manage, like, hold on a second, I just want to make sure that it doesn't, that these texts don't disappear. Okay, anyway, so I just want to make, so it depends how many you can manage. So for me, it really depends. If you can monitor the chart, take 10 trades, I don't mind. But if you're going to leave them for days and whatever, you want to make sure that it does make sense for you to take that trade, right? Is Kyle your brother? Kyle is a brother from another mother. Okay, so Kyle, of course, he's my brother from another mother. In your trading strategy, how do you identify whether the 15-minute market structure break is strong or weak? Number one, I want to look for a V-shaped recovery. It has to be a V-shaped recovery. It has to be a liquidation event. It has to close below the previous slope, and it has to reverse immediately, right? That's what it has to do. It has to reverse immediately and show a new high. If that happens, I know that there are institutional buyers getting involved there. Great lesson, thanks. I appreciate you being here. That is impressive. Nitro Bunny, you are impressive. We love you so much. What is the next one? Yeah, reverse positions. Yes, yes, yes. Higher leverage liquid. No. So what happened to Degen? No, I didn't. He's handsome, but not as beautiful as Kyle. Yes, we know he's not single. Kyle. I am more handsome than Kyle. I think I am more handsome than Kyle. I think I am. I mean, it's not even a question. It's not even a question. Like, of course, look at this. This wasn't built in a day. No, I'm just joking. We love Kyle. We love Kyle so much. You gotta let Kyle know to bring me on his show. It's like, it's crazy. What happened with your eyebrows, bro? I shaved them. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. What is recommended risk to reward ratio on leverage? It's not about the risk reward on leverage. It's not about that. It's about you having a defined strategy and following that strategy, okay? You have to follow your strategy. If your strategy is one-to-one risk reward, go with that. It doesn't matter what leverage is. What matters is that you execute on your strategy. And if your strategy says you're profitable if you follow a one-to-one risk reward because you have an 80% win rate, good. United Source, love your energy, Fefe. I love you back. I love you back. If you guys want this, I do this every single day. As I told you, I do this every single day on my trading channel. There is a link in the description. You gotta go and subscribe there. Somebody's saying the ticker is 𝗙𝗏. 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗏. I'll take that, whatever. Hi, sell Dogecoin, I don't know. I like you. Ghost, I like you too. This guy is cool. Guys, you are cool for watching this through the end. We're almost at 1 hour. Is it best to trade in the toilet? Okay, cool. Guys, thank you so much for being here, for enjoying the content, for appreciating the content. I appreciate you so much as well. I think we should do this more. I think I'm gonna do these kind of shows on Benta Plus. If you want that, please let me know in the chat, because I'd love to know if you want more of these shows and if you like this and if we should do more lives, because we should, I think we should. Other than that, really, and I genuinely mean it, please, 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 please follow proper risk management, guys. It's not a joke. Trading is serious. I see people getting wrecked, completely wrecked, and destroying their capital, destroying their life, whatever. Please make sure that you only trade when you can afford to lose. Educate yourself, learn, grow, and yeah, conquer. Guys, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash and obliterate that like button, and I believe I will see you. Thanks for watching. In the next one.